Looking back at this term, if I had to summarize what I have learned about myself in one sentence, that is, I've moved from being a specialist engineer to a strategic technologist. For a long time, I defined my success by my elegance of my code or the speed of building a model. But through my MBA course and my work at LexisNexis, I have realized that my true value lies in the bridge. I learned that I have a unique knack for sitting in a room with stakeholders, understanding complex business pain points, and walking into a room with engineers to architect the AI solution. I have realized that I'm no longer just building tools, I'm building the future of how people interact with information. This realization has completely reshaped my leadership style. I have moved from command and control towards strategy and servant leadership. What would it look like in practice? It means I lead with context. I don't just assign tasks, I explain the North Star. I see my role as an obstacle remover. Whether it's technical bug or a project management bottleneck, my job is to clear the path so my team can do the best work. This term taught me that the best leaders don't have the loudest voices, they have the clearest vision. I'll share three examples. One is the efficiency transformations. One of the biggest professional challenges I've tackled was our infrastructure at LexisNexis. We were dealing with massive Docker images and a migration from REST to gRPC for our model serving platform. The challenge wasn't just technical, it was a matter of momentum. People are naturally resistant to changing infrastructure. I led this by focusing on the why. I showed the team that how a reduction in image size could bring down the image by 4 GBs wouldn't just save money, but it would help deploy our models faster and our systems more resilient. Another example is scaling quality with LLM as a judge. The second challenge was a classic AI bottleneck evaluation. We were building complex agentic workflows, but our testing was manual and slow. It was the definition of unscalable. My leadership approach here was to empower through automation. I built an architecture to synthesize evaluation harness, essentially using LLM as a judge to evaluate other AI responses. I didn't just build the tool and hand it over. I coached the team on how to use parallel processing to automate prompt evaluations at scale. This changed our culture from guessing if a prompt worked to knowing if it worked on data. It saved hundreds of hours and allowed us to ship with confidence. Another example is bridging business and tech with Pawn Network. Finally, these lessons to my own venture, Pawn Network AI. As a founder, I've constantly pulled between cool features and business needs. Earlier this term, I found myself getting lost in technical weeds of pet behavior analysis. I had to step back and apply the strategic frameworks from my MBA. I built a formal risk management metrics and a breakdown structure. Tools I used to think were just for managers, but by applying them, I was able to prioritize the AI features that actually solved pet parent problems. It taught me that good leadership is about discipline and to say no to the wrong things and say yes to the right ones. So, conclusion and future outlook. So, what did I learn? I learned that AI is the engine, but leadership is the steering wheel. I'm walking away from this term much sharper sense and a guide on how to guide the team through black box of AI development. I'm excited and thank you for joining me in this journey.